Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore. My name is Fungusaurus Rex, and in the previous episode we built this beautiful trading hall. And we are now accepting resumes. Let's see. So far we've hired nobody, but oh, here's an applicant. Sorry, but we have no opening for you at the moment because, well, you're a bit of a nitwit. So anyway, as I say, we've been taking in a lot of resumes, but so far the pickings have been poor, which prompts me to think that I need to take control of the situation myself. And I'll do that by building a villager breeder. Now, I think what we're going to have to do is perhaps set it up right there somewhere so that we have easy access to the trading hall and we don't have to cart the villagers too far to get them to their job sites. So with that in mind, let's get started. So I think we're going to start over here by just mowing the lawn a little bit, see what kind of space we have to work with, and perhaps just flatten out some of the terrain here if necessary. The biggest problem is that right now I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to build. I haven't planned anything, so it's all going to be freestyle. It's just going to be a very simple villager breeder, and we're going to get started by laying out the position of the field. That's 4 that way, then 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and then of course 4 in both the other directions as well. Now I'm doing this very old school. I know there are more compact, more advanced villager breeders out there, but I don't care about those right now. I just need something that works, and I do know that this works. So next up, we're just going to make the channel over here. I think I'm going to make it 5 wide, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to make it 2 deep. And that is the start of the channel done. Now we just have to extend it to where we want them to end up. And this is the last stretch. With these 2 blocks, the channel should be done. But I have just realized that I have made a horrible mistake, which should become apparent to you in just a second. This part works at least. There we go, all the way here. And then we get caught in the cross stream because this section needs to be 1 lower. Oh, okay, I didn't mean to break that one, so let's just put that back. There's my stone at, and boop, there we go. Now we can remove this water bucket over here and put it in the correct place. And with that, the channel should be done. All the villagers should wash over there and end up in that corner where we can easily grab them with a minecart. You shall also see that I have finished the farm here. Let's just test this. And there we go, right in the corner pocket where we want it. As I was saying, we have finished the actual farmland here, so now we can design something around that. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to close up here so that I don't keep falling in. I have done that a few times off camera, but for now, let's just put that there, and that one there, and then we can move around a bit more freely around the place. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pile on some dirt to get a rough idea of what shape I want for this thing. Just get the basic walls up, and then we can go from there once we have the design or the basic layout sorted. So let's just grab our dirt, and here we go. We'll make the walls just too high for now, just to give us an idea of what it would look like. And our dirt walls are in place, and as you can see, we already have an eager applicant over here. Go right in, buddy, and let's get you some food, because we all know this is going to be hungry work. And just hoe these 2 patches, and I see there's a potato over there. No idea where that came from. Let's just get these in place. Alright, our farm is built. We've got our 1 applicant in there, and now I'm going to start just designing this section over here. So let's just pick up all of this dirt, and I think I'm going to replace it with some deep slate. So let's just grab our deep slate and then replace these walls just to keep our breeder a little safer. Leave a little window over there and just go all the way around. Another little window over there because, you know, we need some sunlight. That looks like a good start. Let's just hop out and continue along this line. 2 up there. Let's get 1 there. Not over there. Thank you. And then we'll just finish all of this up. And let's see if we can get it on the door. Yes, we can. Just a little bit more to go. And the front section is in place. However, I see something odd, and that is, of course, that deep slate is directional. So we're going to have to replace that a little bit later, but let's just carry on. We can figure out the final details as we progress. Now, of course, to get back inside, I'm going to need a button. The reason I put an iron door up is I'm not sure if pillagers can open doors, but I'm sure they can. So I'm just going to close that with an iron door. And there we go. We have our farmer inside. The carrots are growing nicely. And I'm going to place these trap doors. And I've just spotted another mistake. This needs to be 2 wide, not 1. Now, I'm not sure entirely if the beds need to be 1 away from the channel, but I'm not going to take any chances and then have to rebuild the whole thing later on. So let's just close this back up for now, and then I think the first thing we need to do is just get this front section sorted and give it just that 1 block more width that I think it needs. So we have redone the front end and it's looking absolutely terrible with deep slate poking in every which direction. I'm just going to move these windows. So actually I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave a 2 wide window over there, and then just to get rid of this horrible line that the deep slate is creating here, I'm going to take some spruce and just put in some pillars that shall also give this front wall just a little bit of variation. So let's just grab our spruce there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other side as well. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we have it. I think that should already, yes, that already looks a little less like a prison. Still very much, but just a little bit less. So let's just pop these windows in here and do the same on the other side, which will of course mean that the iron door is our only access, but that's alright. And it's time to get working on these walls because they are looking absolutely terrible with just the dirt. We're going to go up nice and high just to create that height difference between the front and the back half of the breeder. So let's do this on the other side as well. And then I think I'm just going to go and build a frame around it. Fast forward. And with the posts in place, we can start working on the wall. No! No! Bro, come back. Excuse me, sir. Please come back. Come back into the box. The box is fun. Yes. Alright, he's trapped. Let's continue. Okay, so I'm obviously going to have to be... He just really wants out. I'm going to have to be very careful while placing these. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig these out at the top, replace them with the bricks as quickly as possible, and then after that is done, I'll get working on the bottom half. But my main priority right now is to keep this guy in place. So let's just carefully go around and put down some bricks for the top. We'll be done with that in just a second. And then we'll get to work on the rest of the walls. The walls are up and we're just popping in a few windows to make sure that it's fully enclosed and our little man inside here is safe. Of course, I need to put down just a little bit of light as well. I'm sure there's enough, but I'm not taking any chances with something nasty spawning in here and murdering the poor man. And that's starting to get somewhere, I think. Let's just collect our stone. Avoid the channel once more. Let's just close off this channel because I'm going to fall into it sooner or later. And of course, another problem is that, as I mentioned before, our villages are not the brightest. And as you can see, we've already had one genius who has fallen in there and now needs to be rescued. But that will have to wait. Let's just put down a little bit more dirt here just to try and make it look a little bit better around the breeder. Bit more there, and I'm getting completely distracted by this now, so I think let's just pop one more in there and get back to the business at hand, which is of course making this breeder functional. And I think we should see, before we go any further, if we can get another breeder in here. How about you, sir? Would you like to go in the box? Oh, you would like to go in the box. Well, that was about 10 times easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's just replace this with the correct block. Where's my stone at? There we go. And 1, 2, and then let's get these guys a roof over their little heads. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a roof, and it's time to start fiddling with a few bits and bobs on the outside, because it's still looking just a little bit too much like a prison. And there we go, we have a little door thingy built over there. And as you can see, I've also done a little bit of work on this side. So let's just get some plants going here, some greenery, just to make it look pretty and lively, and a little bit less prison-y. Just pop down a few more over here, and then I think just one right in the middle. And this is really coming along. As you can see, I've replaced the original stone roof with copper because the stone was just looking horrible. As you can see over here, the breeder is indeed working. However, we've still got some kitties coming through there. So we'll have to put something in place to prevent that a bit later. But right now, I'm going to get started working on my launch system. So we'll just dig these back one, then we'll pop this block out there, and these over here. And then we're just going to make ourselves a little stairway so we can get out. And in that direction, we're going to have our curing chamber. But for our curing chamber, we need a zombie. And as you can see, it gets pretty scary at night on Minecraft Hardcore as this creeper is... Oh, no, don't blow up the zombie. Okay, cool. We have a zombie following us. See if he picks up a block. He does not, but that's all right. We'll just name tag him. Come in here, little fella. And once again, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's just seal him up. And then we're going to name him. Everybody, say hello to Jacob. So there are a few more things I need to make this curing station operational, and the first of those is potions of weakness. That of course means I will need to take a trip to the Nether. I've put off doing this for as long as possible, but unfortunately the time has come. Our portal is done, so let's light that sucker up. We'll have a quick last meal, perhaps. Take a fond last look at our home. At the beautiful green grass, the blue skies, and in we go. And we had quite a decent nether spawn with some soul sand right here. And after just a little bit of exploring, we found a fortress as well. As you can see, there's a blaze over there, and blaze rods is one of the other things which I came here for. So, what are we gonna do? I've got a sword, I've got armor, let's get him. And we got our blaze rods. And we'll get a few more blaze rods over here. But a ghost has decided to join the fight, so I am getting out of here. Run away! Let's get Mr. Ugly here taken care of. And he didn't even have the decency to drop his head. And another thing which we will need is some nether wart. Let's gather all of this up. Excellent. And with all our goodies in hand, we can head back to the overworld, still in one piece. And what a welcoming sight. Just look at the blue sky, our beautiful home over there. And of course, the magnificent sunset in the distance. And we've got some guys lined up here for curing. There we go. Potion of weakness done. And have some apples, guys. And just like that, we've got 4 on the mend. And our cure villagers have been brought up to become traders. And I'm having a little bit of trouble getting them into their little holes over here. Come on. In you go, sir, please. Right, no, back. In there. Let's just nudge you in. Yes! But more. No, dude, come on. Get out of here. It's a time like this where you just want to whack him, but that would be a very, very bad idea. There we go, he's out of the way, and that guy is locked in. And after quite a bit of aggravation, we've managed to get most of these guys into their holes, and many broken lecterns later, we have got some decent trades. Now, Bob is already up there in the hole, and Steve is down in the hole getting treated. As you can see, they've already been converted to zombies, and I will convert them back in just a second. However, we have got a bit of a problem. One for you, one for you, one for you, ow, and one for you. And while they are curing, we shall address the problem that we have. That is that we are rapidly running out of golden apples and of course gold to make some more. So before we go any further, let me quickly just pop down back here and put these into the barrel for safekeeping. We only have 6 golden apples and these guys still need to be cured twice. So it is day 212 and we are heading back into the mines to find some more gold. And that is all I have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did. And hey, if you want to see some more, consider subscribing. And as we head down into the mines, this is Fungusaurus Rex saying, until next time beautiful people, stay awesome. Bye bye.